And if you talk to me about God, I hated you more than everybody else. And on that day, I planned to commit suicide. I had an encounter with this God. And the one thing one of the things that struck me about God is, from being an atheist the day before, was that He is creator. And He is also love itself. And as a fan of art, I used to be a fan of bands and a fan of art. And I would write down all the lyrics to my favorite band songs, and I would draw their album artwork in my notebook, because I knew that the artist's fingerprints were on that art, and there's something you can find out about the artist through the art. And I remember walking to school that morning, and I wasn't supposed to wake up. I remember walking to school that day and looking around and realizing that the world I had found so dark and pointless the day before now was all of a sudden intentional. There was purpose behind it. It was made by this God of love that I met the day before. It was on purpose. And I was fascinated that everything around me was art. Living, breathing art. And I remember being fascinated by that, and then getting to school and sitting down in my cafeteria and looking around at all these people I had hated the day before, and feeling like God started whispering to my heart, telling me, something about people. And there's a quote by Augustine that says, we go and we marvel at mountains, and we marvel at the stars, and we marvel at the oceans, and we go and look all over the creation to marvel. And then we pass ourselves by and we don't marvel. And what I understood in that moment, looking at these people in my cafeteria, was that God was saying, this is my masterpiece. These are my crowning works of art. And so I became fascinated with people, because you are God's art. Everybody has a different DNA, a different fingerprint, a different perspective. There's a million ways to identify who you are, because you are uniquely created to say something about who God is that only you can say the way you can say it. There's a light you shine that is uniquely yours. And it's so important that we don't compare ourselves to everybody else. There's a reason why you're unique, and that's your glory and your beauty. It's your uniqueness, the way you're created. And I remember thinking, just becoming fascinated with people. I wanted to know anything I could, because if I could get close to them, I could learn something about God. And yes, we can use our freedom to act like demons if we want to. But if we use that same freedom to choose to stand up in what we're created for and be these powerful, beautiful creations of light and love and glory, it is breathtaking when we do it. And it's hidden inside every breathing person. And that was just so fascinating to me. It's never gone away. I'm still fascinated. And if somebody hasn't told you you're beautiful today, I want to tell you, you are. The song's called All Around Me.